Hi there. For this video, I'm going to be showing off the new DevCycle onboarding flow that leverages the DevCycle MCP to install our SDK into your app for you. So for this demo, I already have a React app kind of ready to go, not running yet, but boilerplate, that's what we're going to be using. I've already created a DevCycle account, I've set up my organization, and this is what I'm brought to in the onboarding experience. I'm brought to this couple of different options. One, do I want to explore my own? Do I want to get started with an example app, just kind of see how this works? Or hey, now, do I want AI to integrate DevCycle into my app for me? So I got Cursor going, I got the React app. I'm going to click say, hey, I want DevCycle AI to integrate it. So I'm now asked what AI coding tool I'm using. We all know now that I'm using Cursor, but I can pick any of the different options. I'll go ahead and continue with the setup. And now I have a few different steps here. Now, obviously, we all know AI can sometimes go rogue. So if at any point it's not doing what you think it should be doing, you can always skip ahead. But really, you should just be able to follow the steps, get the SDK installed, and be up and running with your first flag. So let me just get started here. So I'm going to go click install in Cursor. So one click install. You can see it installs the MCP server. So I'll click install there. Then it says needs authentication. So I'll just click connect and I'll open this up. It'll pull me into an off screen. So allow access. And that brings me back into Cursor. And then that should, awesome, just go ahead and enable my tools and go back to my browser, dismiss that, and awesome. MCP has been installed, it's been detected. It automatically completes that step and moves me to the next one. Next step, really simple, just install the DevCycle SDK. So this is just going to leverage the MCP to do this for you. So I'm given a really, really basic prompt. If I'm using open feature, I can just check the box. I'm using open feature, and it will just make a smart decision as to how to implement the SDK via open feature. But this is just boilerplate React, so I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to click copy there, and I'm just going to go ahead and paste this prompt in. For this demo, you have to use agent obviously for MCP, but I'm going to use Claude Force on it. So just pretty basic, nothing too special. But I have my source code, and we're just going to watch Cursor and Claude do its thing. So it's going to call out for the install prompt here. Then it gets the comprehensive guide. So now it's going to check which project I'm running, make sure it's selecting that. Cool, it's gotten a project. Now it knows what steps to take. So it's got the project, it's selected it. Now it's going to say, hey, install the DevCycle SDK, get the client SDK key. Okay, awesome. So it's going to run npm install with the React client SDK. So it's setting that up in package JSON. Now it's going to create a .env file. Likely, it probably can't create this on its own. Usually on boilerplate React, there's a get ignore that says not that won't allow that. Yeah, so it won't be able to do that. So it's just going to go ahead and hard code with a to do. So it's going to install the SDK key, but just say, hey, like, make sure that you remove this from your code before you commit anything. Yeah. So it imports React imports the DevCycle provider. It hard codes the SDK key and sets a really basic user. And that is done. So now I'm just going to go npm start. It's going to run the server. Awesome. And I'm going to go back to my demo. Great. It's detected that it got a config and it says the SDK has been installed. So that's the basics already done. That's kind of the primary thing. But we're going to take it one step further. And we have a prompt here that says let's go ahead and create a first feature flag. So I'm going to go and copy that, go into Cursor, paste in my next prompt. Just move this over. It says create a feature flag called Hello World banner and add a simple Hello World banner component to my application. So it's going to do create the feature in DevCycle, create the feature in my app here, then wrap it in a flag that's controlled by DevCycle, and then toggle it so we can see it. So let's go ahead and run that. This one might take a second, but it should still be pretty quick. So it's going to go ahead and create its to-dos. It's going to create this hello world feature flag in DevCycle. It's going to create the Boolean variable to control that and then set it up in the app. So it'll do a create feature call here. Awesome. So the feature flag that it created is called hello world banner. So it's setting the targeting for that. Cool. it looks like it made a slight mistake, so it's just going to iterate based off of the feedback. So I think there's probably a little error here. So yeah, I had a little validation error, so I got the feedback on the way. So it did what it's looking to do now and updated the targeting. So it should be all set whenever we actually create it. So it's created the Hello World banner now, giving it some JS, giving it some CSS, and now it's conditionally rendering the banner. Uh, awesome. Let's got that. And updated the app.js code. Awesome. So it has this show banner code with the hello world banner. Perfect. And it's got the, yeah, all the different things we need. Perfect. Shows hello world, and I already gave it away that it has finished all the steps, but I might as well toggle this off and we can watch that happen as well. So I'm going to hit toggle off. I'm going to go back and it's going to do its thing, calling it to the MCP. And it's going to actually run this, run the command to update targeting, and it's just going to toggle that off. Perfect. That's basically it. So that's the end to end. We've done the entire onboarding flow. We actually have DevCycle fully installed in this application. We have a first variable running. We have a first feature. So if you're getting up and running with the SDK, nothing better than actually having it like in your actual app and using the MCP to do that is super simple now. So that's very, very cool. And now I can just come in here, view my feature flag, and be brought right into the dashboard to check out kind of like how this all works. But we'll do that in a follow-up video. Thanks so much for checking it out.